Hello guys, welcome back, and let's hop into it. Remember to write your name. I'll write my name, and remember to write the date. Today is, well, when I'm recording this, is September 13th, 2021. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one example on each page, and with the help of the examples, I hope that everything makes sense and you can finish it all. Okay, so let's hop into the first page. They said, predict the next number in each pattern. So notice how 2, 4, 6, 8, they have a pattern. And if you want to find that pattern, what you could do is get two of these numbers and subtract. So 8 minus 6 and 4 minus 2. And 8 minus 6 is 2, and 4 minus 2 is 2. If they're the same number, it shows that each of these numbers are added by 2. And that's the pattern we found. So, if each of these numbers are added by 2, then 8 plus 2 has to be 10. And there you go. It's a pattern. And it works for all of them. But it has to be this number subtracted by that number, and this number subtracted by that number. So in number 1, 4 needs to be subtracted by 3, 2 needs to be subtracted by 1. If they are the same differences, then that's the pattern. And then you add that difference to that number. So 4 minus 3 is 1, 2 minus 1 is 1. Therefore, since the numbers are the same, that means the pattern is add by 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4, and 4 plus 1 is 5. I just did another example for you. Okay, page 2 says which number is greater or less than. Make sure to use the greater than or equal to sign. So what this is saying is that, let's do this example. What I'll do is first write the numbers, and the mouse or the sign always goes to the bigger number. So the sign shows that that number is bigger than the other number. So what we do is that we go all the way to the left, the first digit, and we compare. So ignore about those two. And then you compare which number is bigger. If they're the same, then move on to the second value, which is the tens place, and see which one's bigger. If they're the same, you have to look at the third digit, and so on. So this is 8 or 7. 8 is bigger because it is closer to 10, and if we're going from 0 through 10, 8 is closer than 7. Basically, the more the number this way goes, the greater it is. So that means 0 is like the lowest, and technically there's this number called infinity, which means it just goes on forever. And that's the biggest. But you don't see that often in this type of math. That's like high school math, but you don't need to know that. So, therefore, 268 is greater than 267, which is true. And you have to use the sign to show if it's greater or less than. Okay, write the number in order from greatest to least. So what I'll do is I'll see which one has the most digits first. These two have the most digits because they have 2 digits, and these have 41. If they all have the same digits, then I'll compare by who has the bigger number in their highest place. So for this one, I'll compare which one. I'll compare the 10th place. Anyways, so since 2 is greater than 1, 21 is going to be the greatest. And then 11. What I'll do is that once I use a number, I'll cross it out. So it's easy to see which numbers I have left to put in order. Now, since these are only one digit numbers in the ones place, I see which one is bigger, 4 or 2. The answer is 4, and the least out of these is 2. Okay, word problems. So what you're going to do is underline important informations, keywords, and what they want. So Calvin is organizing his baseball cards into stacks of 5 cards each. How many baseball cards does he have if he can make 11 stacks? So we know that in one stack, it equals 5 cards. So that means in 11 stacks, we have to see how many baseball cards he has. So what you do is that since we know that one stack has 5 cards, 11 times 5 is going to be that answer, because out of 11, because we're looking for how many baseball cards does he have. So it's 11 stacks, and each stack, because we're finding how many cards are in 11 stacks. So there's 5 cards, therefore an answer is 55, because 11 times 5. If we go down this way, 1 times 5 is 5, and 5 times 1 is 5. Like that. If you're confused why we have to multiply, it's because, let's say this is a stack of, so that's a stack of 5 cards. And it says how many baseball cards does he make if you have 11 stacks. So basically, we have to let's just draw 11. It's gonna look like that. Okay, let's just think of the stack as like squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And each stack has 5. So that's because it says he's stacks of 5 cards each. Each means there's 5 in every single stack in this example. So that's 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And multiply basically say, hey, let's get all these 5s and add them up. Since we know that we're just adding 5 constantly, 11 times, it's 5 times the quantity of 5s, which is 11. And that's the answer, 55. Remember to write your units and box your answers. Very important. And that's it. I hope that was simple. I hope that was easy. And good luck, guys. See you next time. Bye.